What is organizational development? Organizational development is defined as the process of knowing and changing the health, culture, and performance of the organization. It's designed to improve the skills, knowledge, and individual effectiveness of a company in terms of all its objectives. This is a systematic and practical approach that brings changes in a planned way. In other words, it's a planned change. Organizational development it's a long-term in the a this is a systematic and practical approach that brings changes in a planned way. In other words, it's a change planned. Organizational development it's a long-term effort that may not be considered an easy fix or remedy, especially a temporary one that's not successful in treating underlying problems. Rather, it's designed to improve a company problem solving and renewal process through effective management and culture. The organizational development process is very important both internally and externally. In terms of an external environment, it has the objective of improving a company ability to respond or adapt to change effectively. Regarding the internal environment, it aims to increase the capacity of employees, improve human resources, and communication systems. Organizational development it's a long-term approach that's only not only aims to increase company performance but also improve employee satisfaction. One on the one hand, that systematic change enab- ena- enables the entire company to perform in a expected way. On the other hand, it works with employees on how they can adapt to imposed changes. The, the method is what facilitates change and development in terms of technology, process, and structure while anticipating the effectiveness on, and efficiency of the entire business. Consequently, it deals with improving the overall performance and health of the company to produce better results, not necessarily with an individual number. Every business has a set of people who interact with each other regularly. This represents a social subsystem that helps to maintain and guide human development. In this way, organizational development is considered an effort to promote change and development in terms of behavioral attitudes and employee performance. Any change causes anxiety, stress, fear of loss of balance, which must be countered to restore balance again. Here we have six good aspects change or about changes. Number one, it's increase the success of projects and initiatives. In addition, it improves the ability of an organization to adapt to constant changes that the market undergoes. Number two, it's Number two is it allows us to take advantage of human talent by standardizing the consistency and efficiency of work. Change management ensures that employee assets are not overlooked. As changes occur in the company, employees are trained to understand their new roles and build a culture oriented to change. Number three, it's warranties and organizational growth. Change management fosters the stability, positioning, and future growth of the company by allowing it to remain dynamic in the market. Number four, it facilitates periods of business change. It allows companies to maintain a constant state of evolution. In this way, workers remain motivated and productive during the introduction of new technologies or procedures. Number five, it's increase employee morale. It promotes the creation of work teams and job enrichment. Thanks, thanks to these factors, productivity and quality of work are benefited, reducing production cycles. And the last one, it's reduce the cost of an organization. By having employees prepared for the changes that will take place in the process, companies will not need to hire external personnel. This enables cost reductions and employee retention and, of course, satisfaction. In this sense, Kutter JP and Schlesinger A proposed a group of methods to overcome resistance to change, widely accepted in a general sense, which are said about which are set out below. Number one is education and communication. Number two is participation and commitment. Number three is facilitation and support. Number four is negotiation and agreement. Number five is handling, and number five is correction. Each method must be used depending on the specific situation presented, since they are not general, each presenting advantages and disadvantages. Let's see some characteristics of each method. About number one, it's used when the necessary information is not available or it's not accurate. It is slow, but the willingness to help is good when people are convinced of what they're going to do. Number two is when we don't have the necessary elements for the design of change and certain opponents have a lot of power. It's also slow if a good design is not made, although the participants have a high level of commitment to change. Number three is it should be used when people are reluctant to change due to adjustment situation. It can be slow and expensive, but its operation is the one with the best results under the situation. The number four is it should be used when the change brings a disadvantageous situation to certain groups, and these can be offer great resistance. It shortens it shortens time and work if it's done properly, although it could bring difficulties if other groups want to use this route in a different situation. Number five is although alright, although I personally don't like this method, it's number five. It's used when there are little time and resources. It has a disadvantage, and that is that the situation of manipulating people could bring conflicts. Number six is used when this is very important. I mean, number six is used when time is very important, and agents have high power. It's very fast in its use, like the previous one. It's very fast in its use, and like the previous one, it can bring conflicts. These methods, as can be seen, are used depending on the existing situation, each with its success and difficulties. In practice, it has been shown that the participatory method is one of that comprehensively offers the best results.